All right, the next thing we want to cover here is beware specific sales advice. So, why? There is a lot of sales advice out there. There's a lot of money to be made. People have figured out in telling salespeople that they have found the missing link that's going to 10x their results. You can sell a lot of books, a lot of courses, a lot of stuff with that message saying that you have the missing piece, or this is the new thing in sales that's totally transformational. And my experience is following all that's going to leave you confused and unproductive. When I started my sales career, I read voraciously and I read everything I could get my hands on. I listened to podcasts, I read books, I listened to old sales audio tapes, and I got a lot of conflicting messages and I didn't know what was going to work for me because most of that advice was too specific. So most sales advice is going to be too specific. It's people talking about what worked for them and acting like it's a widely applicable principle. They're acting like what worked for them is going to work in every situation when that is just not true. Selling a different product to a different market is going to be a completely different sales motion. So be really, really wary when people give you specific sales advice. It's probably because they want to sell you something. So normally their advice is going to be very specific to their experience instead of them really sitting down and extrapolating from that. What made this work? What were the core principles functioning behind what I did? And let's turn those into generally applicable principles. They don't do that. They just say, this is what I did, you should do this, and you can sell like me. And that's often not the case. It's normally someone reading you their winning lottery numbers. Like imagine that. Say like, hey, I won $100,000 in the lottery numbers, and my numbers were 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. You should go use those numbers. Like that'd be the most ridiculous thing that someone could ever say to you. And you would say, no, you know immediately that that wouldn't work. And this is what most sales advice is. It's other people reading you their winning lottery numbers. Like you're not going to win the lottery if you use the numbers that someone else used to win yesterday. That's not how the lottery works. That's not how sales works. So here's what you need to do. When you're getting sales advice, you need to be a little skeptical and you need to ask a few specific questions. So ask, where are these ideas coming from? Like what are this person's biases? What's making them think these things and why they think that this sales advice works? Is it because it worked for them in a specific experience? Is it because these principles have worked for them across a multiple set of experiences selling different products in different markets with different sales motions? Is it because they've taught a bunch of people and they've seen that these principles work everywhere? Right? So ask that question. Where are these ideas coming from? Is it only derived from their personal experience? Is this specific or general advice? So take a step back or say, are they telling me to do something really specific, like say specific words before they understand my situation? Or are they giving me general advice about things like attitude? Would my best customers react to this? How would my best customers react to this advice if I applied it? So if I brought this to my customers, realistically, how would they react? So ask these questions and be a little skeptical when you get sales advice because there's a lot of it out there and a lot of it is not good. So now you know that you shouldn't blindly follow all the sales advice that you hear, even in books or from experts. Make sure that if you're going to follow specific sales advice, it's specific to your domain and your market and the type of product that you're selling. Everything else for specific advice, you should take it with a grain of salt and say, hey, maybe I'll test that, but I probably need to make some adjustments before it's actually going to work in my market.
Awesome. Thanks so much for watching. And then on here, if there's anything you need additional help with, come to revliftoff.com. That's REVLIFTOFF.com. Here we have all of the course videos that you're watching right now on Spotify or YouTube. We have all the workbooks that I created to make implementing everything in this course really easy for just $35. And then if you want a one-on-one session, you can book that for 30 or 60 minutes. I'll be happy to help answer any questions that you have, help you apply any of this to your specific situation, or even help you work through specific modules in this course. Thanks so much and good luck.